This video wasn't planned like this at all. I'm leaving my home and moving to another country. At the moment, I don't have a job and I can boast of great savings. So why the hell I'm doing this thing? Well, we'll get there eventually. My name is Romina, but everyone calls me Ro. I was born in Sandanski and I have spent 19 years of my life there. There live my parents, who support me unreservedly, even for the craziest things. For a few years, I think they were 3, I also lived with my grandparents. Amazing people. Long story short, with a few exceptions, I grew up as a loved and cared for child. Despite that, I spent a giant part of my life feeling like I did not fit in anywhere. I was afraid that I wasn't good enough, beautiful enough, exciting enough, smart enough. Looking back now, I realize that somehow, imperceptibly, I have entered the victim's role, and it has become my comfort zone. Often, we humans tend to focus on a single thing that is wrong or that we don't have, instead of being grateful and appreciating all that we have. That's exactly what I was doing. I was so deep in self-pity that I ended up with depression and an eating disorder. I didn't realize it until recently, but eating disorders are never just eating disorders. There's always something else. In my case, I suffered because I was feeling fat. I can't stand this word. But the truth is, I was just lost. I was afraid to dream and fight for my dreams because there was a chance to fail, and I was so afraid of failure. It took me thousands of hard workouts, starvation, overeating, tears, and self-isolation to realize that I was just afraid to be myself. I did not know what I wanted to do or where I wanted to settle down. In 2017, after several years in Plovdiv, I returned to Sandanski, my hometown. And then it happened. I met him. Someone as lost as me. We moved to Plovdiv together, then back to Sandanski, then Sofia, and Sandanski again, and Plovdiv, and Sofia again. Somewhere in between all the escapes, we decided to get married. It was an incredibly beautiful day. I felt free, real, and happy. I felt that I had finally found myself, that I had finally understood where I belong, right next to this person. Could such an intense feeling have been an illusion? In the last 2 years, apart from the man of my dreams, I managed to discover many other parts of myself. I found peace in sports and yoga. I found a profession that satisfies me. Seemed like everything was going into place. I signed up for a master's degree abroad and began to dream of how much more wonderful the life could be. But then, everything collapsed. I'm moving abroad with no savings and still with no job. Will there be 2 of us or just me alone? I don't know. How I'm going to make it work? I don't know this either. The victim that still breathes in me would say that this is the most awful and stressful period in my life, that this is a real crisis. But in the Chinese word of crisis, one of the characters means opportunity. And this is where I want to focus my attention now. What's coming next? I don't know. Let's find out together.